ها قد تنام حلمكم من مثلكم قد حاز من دنياه حفظا للكتاب.
Here's another one. Do you know that when you seek Allah's forgiveness and you have come onto the right page with Allah, He opens the doors of sustenance, rizq for you in all different ways. The minute you turn your back on Allah, one of the first things He snatches away is your sustenance. No barakah, no blessing in it. You might say, well, my sustenance was written 500 years before I was born. Correct. It was also written that you were going to sin, and as a result of that, you were going to suffer. So the evil effects of sin, my brothers and sisters, before they set in, let's ask Allah's forgiveness. وَمَا كَانَ اللَّهُ مُعَذِّبَهُمْ وَهُمْ يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ. Allah says Allah will not punish them for as long as they are seeking forgiveness. So if you seek forgiveness while you are genuinely asking Allah's forgiveness, He says, I'm not going to punish you. I'm merciful enough to say, okay, fine, we've heard this. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. So Allah takes away sustenance. Today people, what we tend to find is, because we are in a desperate situation, maybe we don't have wealth, maybe we're struggling in business, we tend to think it's okay to resort to that which is prohibited, that, you know, Allah will forgive us. So you want to eat interest, you want to do that which is haram, you want to perhaps steal from someone, you want to deceive someone, you want to just go and do a deal that is not acceptable Islamically. You might have a figure, but you don't have the blessing. You might have a large sum, but it will come about with no goodness. Allah takes what He wants through sickness. Allah takes through damage. Allah takes through accidents, loss. All this, if you haven't paid your zakah, the sin that is actually perpetrated, the result of it is Allah takes that money anyway. I'd rather give it willingly. You know, that money is supposed to be out of your system. I rather give it willingly than for Allah to extract it from me in a way that I looked at as some disaster. So this is why, be charitable. Similarly, if you've earned haram, it's not actually legitimate for you. Allah will take it away. At some point it's going to go. In what? In all sorts of waste. It will result in the person eating haram. So your energy that you've derived is actually made from haram means it will only be encouraged to do that which is haram. So if someone's wealth is haram, they've been eating it, they'll love to go and commit adultery, to go and tamper with perhaps something that is not allowed, maybe to go to the clubs, maybe to do that which is prohibited, and the money goes. Before you know it, where's my million? Well, how did you earn the million? If it was hard earned with your sweat, perhaps you would have been more conscious of where it was spent. But when it is not, and when you've got it through clandestine means, what do you expect when it comes to spending it? It's going to go. So remember, in Islam, we are taught more important than the figure is the blessing of the Almighty. And that is clean and clear. Allah blesses people. My brothers and sisters, be happy with the test that Allah has tested you with.